So what exactly is a polynomial? When you hear poly, what do you think of? Do you think of Polly wants a cracker?
I was thinking about Polly Pocket.
I don't know about that.
Uh,
All right, but Polly. Does anything come to mind when you hear Polly?
hold on, sir. My mom calling.
Okay.
It's gonna be okay. Sorry about that, sir. She calling. Find out if I eat.
Oi, did you eat?
I scoffed on a plate of food in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Polly.
Polly.
Um, multiples. I don't know.
Yeah, poly means more than one, right? That's what poly means. More than one, right? So more than one. A nomial corresponds to term.
Um,
So what do you think polynomial means? If you combine those two things, what do you think polynomial means?
more than one term. One
Right.
term.
That is it. That's simple. So let me give you some examples, right? So, question, do you think, first of all, do you know what that term is? I'll ask you that. Do you know what that term is?
Um,
You can
nah.
be honest with me, you know. You don't have to, you don't have to stutter and think. Don't worry. If you don't know something, tell me, all right? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. So you don't know what a term is, right?
Well, nah. Nah.
All
Nah.
right. A term is one, it kind of self-explanatory. Check this out. Um, so I have 5x plus 9. All right, so Avinash, obviously adding things, right? What am I adding there? What am I adding? Tell me what.
And the 95x.
Okay, so how much things am I adding?
Two.
Two.
Three.
Two. Watch. I'm
Two.
adding
Wait, two.
this and I'm adding descent.
Two. Yeah, two.
Right. So those are terms. So 5x is an example of a term, and 9 is an example of a term. Is this
Okay.
an example of a polynomial? If you had to
Yeah, because more than one term.
exactly, I tell you, it's real simple, right? It's real easy. Don't get startled, right? So I'm gonna put in a couple examples here, and I want you to tell me if they are polynomials or not. Right? So
All
starting
right.
with 9x, then 8x squared, 8x squared minus 3. Actually, no, I'll leave it as 8x squared. Okay. What about minus 9x plus 3, right? Then 25x squared plus y squared minus z. Okay. So I want you to tell me, is 9x a polynomial?
Nah.
Not a polynomial. Because how much terms you have there?
One.
Right? Not a. Okay, what about 8x squared? Is that a polynomial?
I want to say yes since it's like two. Is by is another. It's in the power two.
Hmm. I see that you're tempted to say that, right? But let me ask you this, right? Are we adding anything to this?
No.
It's just by itself, right?
Okay.
So it's still not a polynomial, not a polynomial. Because a polynomial means you have more than one terms, right? You're adding more than one terms, right? So this is not a polynomial. Well, what if I wrote 8x squared plus 5x? Would that be a polynomial?
Yeah.
Yeah, because 8x squared is one term and 5x is another term. So I'm adding two terms, right? And that actually call it a binomial. Anytime you have two terms, they call that a binomial. All right. What
Okay.
about minus 9x plus 3? Is that a polynomial?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. What about 25x squared plus y squared minus z? What about that?
Yeah.
Yes. How much terms do you have here? So let me count, right? So 25x squared is one term, y squared is one term, and z is another term. How much terms do I have here?
3.
Three. That's clearly a polynomial. So yes. Let's look at the specific names, right? I'm just going to give you a couple examples that you need to know. So, couple of facts. Need to know this. Because they go, hey, your teacher using these big words, and they're going to be like, but what? What I'm talking about? So, the first one, we're going to look at a monomial. What do you think mono means?
2.
Nah, mono.
Ah,
Okay. You into music? You into audio and thing?
yeah.
Okay. You know about mono versus stereo?
Nah, me know that.
Okay. Basically, mono is when you have one channel of audio, but stereo is when you have a left and right. So mono will be one
Oh.
speaker, and stereo would be a left side of a left speaker and a right speaker. But basically, you need to know
Ah,
that mono means one. This means one, and right, meal just means two. Right, so this means one two. Right, so mono means one. So let me give you examples of what I'm talking about. So this is very simple. You know, like 3x squared, 9.
yeah.
You give me an example of a monomial. It's just one thing.
This one. 1. 5y2. Well,
5y squared.
yeah, square.
Right. I do like this color. Let me just change this color. Change it to purple. Great. Okay. What do you think sounds like two? Starts with B. I'll give you a hint.
Binomial.
Yeah, binomial, right? And if you ever forget this, just think of a bicycle. You know why we just call it bicycle?
Got 2 wheels.
Exactly, right? So a binomial is just something with two terms. Bi just means two. Great. Can you give me some examples of a binomial term? I mean, of a binomial expression?
Uh, uh 2x plus 4.
Yep, perfect. Right? So in general, a binomial could be written in the form A plus B. So A could be any term and B could be any term. So I think you get the gist, right? And at this level, you're gonna the most you're gonna go up to is a trinomial, which is a quadratic in most instances, right? So what do you think a trinomial is?
3.
Yeah, three. Can you give me an example of that real fast?
5x plus 2y take away 9.
Okay, great. So a trinomial is just three terms. Perfect. Nice. Something that you will have to learn how to do. One of the most basic skills when dealing with polynomials, you need to know how to expand brackets, right? You need to know how to expand brackets. Do you know how to expand brackets?
I can't remember.
Can't remember. All right. So we're gonna cover that, right? Expanding brackets. Okay. And the example that we are going to look at is a product of two binomials. Just remind me, what does binomial mean?
Two. Two terms.
Right? So product of two binomials. You need to know this. Like trust. Trust me, you need to know this. So I'm gonna give you an example, and I wanna hear you. I wanna see if you have any idea as to what to do. So we're gonna have 5x plus 3, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
I have 2x plus 1. Okay, do you know how to expand that to end up with a trinomial? Tell me. Do you know how to
Hmm.
expand that?
Nah, I can't remember. So I'm trying to.
You see, I like the honesty, right? I like the honesty. So let me show you how we're gonna do this, right? So what's the first term in the first bracket? Can you tell me that?
5x.
5x. Great. So we're going to take 5x and we're going to multiply everything in the second bracket by 5x. And that means 5x by 2x and 5x by positive 1, right? Did I lose you or with me so far?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. What's the second term in the first bracket?
3.
Okay, positive 3, right?
Positive 3. Yeah.
So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take positive 3 and multiply it by each of the elements in the second bracket. So let's actually work it out. So let's start off with the 5x. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to say 5x by 2x. What's 5 by 2?
10.
10. And what's, wait, you would you like me to take it like real slow? Or you think you understand that 5x by 2x is 10x squared? Or you want me to backtrack a bit?
Nah, I understand that.
Okay. You understand that 5 by 2 is 10, and then the x by the x would be what?
X squared.
Nice. Okay, so we multiply the 5x by the 2x. What next?
You multiply the 3 by 2x.
Not so fast. Remember, we have to multiply 5x by the 2x and the 1. Watch. 5
Oh,
by 2 and then 5 by 1. So what's 5x by positive 1?
that's 5x again.
Correct. Just plus 5x. Nice. And now we can, do you agree that we multiply everything by 5x? We just did that, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So figure out what the 5x. What's the next thing we're going to look at?
Now we multiply the 3 by the 2 and the positive 1.
Perfect. So what's 3 by 2x?
6x squared.
Nah,
Nah. Oh, that's 6.
just 6x. Let me explain why. So I'm asking you what 3 by 2x is. And at the start, you told me 6x squared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, since you don't have another x, it'll just be x.
Right. And let me show you a practical reason why. If I say in 3 by 2x, enter triple in 2x,
Yeah.
if I lose in here, right? And doesn't 3 mean the triple?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I have 2x's over here, I have 2x's there, and I triple that. What does triple mean? That means I'm just going to take that and put 3 pairs of that. So I just triple it. How much x's I have now?
6.
Right. So 3 by 2x is just 6x. You good?
Okay. Yeah.
If it was 3x by 2x, then it'll be 6x squared. Right? Next thing. What's 3 by positive 1? What's plus 3 by plus 1?
3.
3. Nice. Now we need to group together the like terms. And this has confused some students. Some students might be quick to say, let me tell you what they go say, right? Some of them go say 10x squared plus 5x is 15x cubed. Congrats. Would you have done that? Be honest with me, huh? Like, tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Okay,
Probably would. Yeah, probably would.
all right. Let me explain something. The powers only go up when you're multiplying. And if you're confused by that, check this out. What is, I'll give you a real simple example, 7 squared. What does 7 squared mean?
7 by 7.
Okay. What do you think 7 to the power 3 means?
7 times 7 times 7.
Okay. So would you say that 7 cubed is the same thing as 7 plus 7 plus 7?
The
I'm not asking you a trick
Yeah.
question. No.
No.
It's
No.
You know how teachers go ask you questions and they expect you to say yeah? I'm not expecting you to say yeah all the time, man. So you could tell me whatever you want, right? Let me ask you this. Is multiplication mean the same thing as addition?
No.
No. If I have 7 by 7, what would that give me? What's 7 by 7?
Sometimes
Forward.
huh? Because you say something?
Yeah, but I'll give you a hint. It starts with
Ah,
4.
47. And 0.9.
49. Okay. Would you say that 7 by 7 is the same thing as 7 plus 7?
No, no, no.
No, no, no. Can't do that. So let me ask you a question. If you are adding, will the power go up?
No.
No, that is only when you're multiplying, right?
Yeah.
Right. So do you understand that if I had 7 squared, um, if I had 7 squared plus 7, I can't write 7 cubed. You understand that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What if I had 7 squared multiplied by 7?
The power will be same.
Let me show you what happened, right? And 7 squared means 7 by 7.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put back the by 7. How much 7s are multiplying by each other there?
3.
So this will be equal to 7 to the power 3, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is you could only increase the power when you are
Multiplying.
right. Are we multiplying over here?
Nah.
Now what we doing there?
Let's add in
Right. And another thing. Is this x or is that x squared?
x squared.
Right. So x squared and x is not the same thing. Right? Keep that in mind. So when I say like terms, I mean terms that are equivalent to each other. Let me give you an example. Like you see 5x and 6x. And
Yeah.
okay, what does 5x mean? 5x means I have x plus x plus x plus x plus x. I have 5x's, right? And 6x just means I have x plus x plus x plus x plus x plus x plus x. No, did I write 60? That's 7. My bad.
7.
Bad. Right. So 5x means this and 6x means this. So how much? So tell me something, right? Is it possible for me to combine those two?
Add in
Yeah, because if I have 5x and then I add on 6x state, how much x's I have altogether?
9.
Now I lose money.
Wait.
Check this, right?
Adding
How much x's I have here?
5,
How much I have over here?
6,
So if I combine them, how much x's I have now?
or 11. Not bad.
Right. Just 11x. You understand? Tell me if you're okay with that.
Yeah, I understand.
So if so you notice, isn't do you know what a coefficient is by chance?
To be honest, I can't remember some of a lot of those.
Okay, a coefficient is a number in front of the variable. Do you know what a variable is?
The uh main number.
That's okay. So a variable is a letter, right?
That's
Why? Because you can replace a letter with any value. It could vary. That's why I call it a variable. So
okay.
x squared is an example of a variable because it has a letter there. X is an example of a variable. There's another variable, and these are coefficients.
Okay.
Is this variable and this variable the same?
No.
No. Is this variable and this variable the same?
Yeah.
If the variables are the same, They are like terms. It's only then they could combine them, right? So just keep that in mind. So we are going to end up with 10x squared, right? 5x plus 6x, that's 11x. And we don't have anything to add 3 to, so I'm just going to write back plus 3. How you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Awesome. Yeah.
Nice. Let's do another example, right? What about minus 2x plus 3 by 4x minus 1? So we're going to repeat the same procedure. So Avinash, what's my first term in my first bracket?
Minus 2x
Right, so I'm going to multiply minus 2x by what?
by 4x and negative 1.
Perfect. Cool. So we have a negative number here by a positive number there. So what's my final answer going to be then? If I have a negative by a positive,
Um, Negative 8
right? Negative 8, and you have the x multiplied by the x. What's going to happen there?
x squared.
Right? So negative 8x squared. Then I have minus 2x by negative 1. It's a negative by a negative,
A positive
right? And where's 2 by 1,
2.
right? So notice it's negative 2x by negative 1. Just 1x, right? So you're just going to end up with 2x. Some of you confused.
No.
Now, okay, you predict what's next. See if you can figure that out,
Then multiply the 3 by the 4x.
right? So what's that going to be? And tell me the sign as well. What's that going to be?
12x.
Yeah, plus 12x. And what is positive 3 by minus 1?
Negative 3.
Right. So this is going to be negative 8x squared. And what is 2x plus 12x?
10x. 10x.
Yeah, sure. If you have 2x and you add,
Oh, yeah.
so imagine you have 2x's over here and then you have 12x's over here.
Oh, 12. No, sorry. For some reason, I think about the 8. 14x.
Right. Why can't we do anything with this?
Because it's not the same,
That is same two, man.
yeah, not the same term.
And to be specific, it's not the same variable. That's the
Yeah,
proper. This
same though.
x squared and not different from x.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's only same variable, so we can't combine them. So we end up with plus 14x minus 3. Let me guess here, this kind of feel ashamed to ask questions in school.
Yeah, because a teacher when you go in there, he sit down. When you ask him a question too, he just explain, but like he don't explain clearly still. And then like if you keep asking him, says
Oh,
he's
yeah,
explaining, he just leave out some important parts.
I understand. I would have experienced that myself. So I was trying to take my time. So here it is.
Yeah.
I want you to try question 3. I'm going to give you one. I'll take 2 minutes. I'm going to give you 2 minutes.
Alright.
Right? So take 2 minutes and try number 3 following the other examples. So once you understand this, we're going to move on to polynomial long division next.
Okay.
That's something that's real confuse people. So you could do it. Just take your time, right? Take your time.
Yes, sir.
All right, so your time is up. Did you get an answer?
Yeah.
You got final answer or you didn't finish?
I said I get the top part.
Okay. So when I ask if you get a final if you get an answer, ask him what the final answer, right? But that's okay.
Yeah.
Right. So tell me what you have so far.
I have the minus 6x by 2.
By two?
Negative 2x. No, yeah, 2x.
Wait. Do you mean wait,
Plus. I mean plus, sorry, I mean plus 2x.
wait, take your time. Take your time, right? So watch. 3x, 3x by minus 2x. 3 by minus 2 is minus 6. What is x by x?
X squared. Oh, sorry. I mean squared. I forgot to say squared, so I have the squared.
Nice. What next?
Then negative 1 by negative 2 is
Now,
positive. Nah?
you're going to take the 3x. So look at all the previous examples. Check the previous examples and see what we do. So we
Ah,
multiply minus 2x by 4x. Then we multiply minus 2x by minus 1.
ah,
So
I mean
let's
9x
tell me the sign as well. Positive or negative?
positive.
Plus 9x. What's next?
Minus 1, I think that's
All right, so what's negative 1 by negative 2?
negative 1, negative 2. Negative 2.
Now, what's a negative by a negative?
A positive 2, sorry, sir.
Right, so that'll be positive what?
2x.
Positive 2 what? All right. And what's the last one?
Last one is negative 3.
Yep, negative 3. What are the like terms here?
9x and 2x.
All right, where's 9x plus 2x?
11x.
Right? And minus 3. That's it. So
Minus 3. Yeah.
let me run through back the working, right? So the first thing you have to do was take 3x and multiply 3x by negative 2x. And then you multiply 3x by what?
By 3.
Right? Right. What we do next? So I color coded, right?
Then,
So
yeah.
I have a color coded there. So that was that part there. What next?
Then you multiply the negative 1 by the negative 2x.
Right? And then what?
The negative 1 by 3.
Right. Great. And I color coding that here as well. Right? Great. So I think you still need to do some more practice. So I'm going to give you some more to do, right? And as the time progresses, I
Yeah.
expect you to do it in 2 minutes and get it correct. Right? But for now, I taking it.
Yes, sir.
I know, right? I'm taking it easy, but seeing some progress. So let me give you a question. Actually, you give yourself a question, right? So tell me, what's up in this bracket?
Uh, 4x by minus 2.
I think you mean to say 4x minus 2, because you said
I mean
4x,
minus 2, yeah. Yeah, minus 2.
right? If you say by, that means to multiply.
And both sides. Yes, sir.
What next?
Um, 5x by, well, not by, plus 6. 6.
All right, nice. I given you 2 minutes. Mash it up. There you go. All right, so you have 40 seconds remaining to get through.
Again, choose, sir. Almost done. I think I done this, sir. I think I get it.
All right, let me go. So tell me how you do this. So you multiply what by what, and what you get because of the product,
So multiply 4x by 5x, which came at 20x squared.
right? What next?
Then I multiply the 4x by the 6, well, positive 6, which gives me 24x.
Right,
Then I multiply the negative 2 by the 5x, which gives me negative 10x.
nice.
Then the negative 2 by the positive 6, which gives me 12.
Nah, take run that back.
Another
A negative by a positive.
negative 12. Sorry, negative 12.
Negative 12. Right? What are the like terms there?
The 24 and 10.
Right, what's 24 minus 10?
24 minus 10 is 14.
Right? That's the answer? You was close to it. You was close to it.
Yeah.
Right, big up you.
No, so I had the negative, but I sometimes forget to say the negative for the 12.
Oh, I just do that same thing too. I don't know why I just do it. You
I
know
just
it,
forget to have it, and I can have it right now, and I just forget to say it.
like what you want to say, but you just say the wrong thing. I don't know why.
Yeah. This happened to me a lot, especially in maths. Especially in maths.
I I can relate to that, And people just think they're real stupid because
Yeah, and you have it right down to it.
yeah. So yeah, what? I'm gonna change up the scenario. I'm gonna kind of make things a little harder on you. So what if it's like 7xy minus y squared by 3x plus 2? So can we agree that this is still a binomial term?
Yeah,
Because how much terms is here inside this bracket?
only two.
Right? And how much in this bracket?
Two.
Right. So we're gonna take it a little slower with this example. And this is the last example we're gonna look at. And then we're gonna move on to long division. You remember long division?
Yes. I remember some of it.
I'll be honest, I only catch long division in secondary school. I could have never understand long division in primary school. I don't know why. But I could have never that used to give me so much trouble. But I'll make it simple for
Long
everybody.
division was. I remember if I. Yeah, no, like the last set of things in standard 5, I remember doing it.
I will show you how simple it is. Like it's really not hard, right? Okay, so this is how we're gonna multiply this thing out. So first of all, it's gonna be 7xy multiplied by 3x, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
7xy multiplied by plus 2, right? So I'm gonna put plus in the middle. I'm gonna put plus in the middle, right? So that's gonna be 7xy multiplied by 2. Okay, so I'm done with the greenish part, right? And then I'm gonna put back the plus sign. You generally put a plus sign in the middle, right? And when you work it out in the end, then you will decide if it's positive or negative, generally speaking.
Ah,
So do you understand that we sorted out the green part?
yes, sir.
Like we sorted out the pink part now, right? Okay. Well, I didn't know I can move it around. The app get update now, and I still learning the new updates. I didn't know I could move this thing around. That cool.
Oh,
I wonder if I could move it to the side here. Okay. I didn't know I could do that. I'll pay it overhead. That's the most convenient spot, right?
that's
All right, the next part.
handy.
We're gonna multiply minus y squared by what? So plus what? Plus what?
Minus y squared
By,
by 3x
right? What next? So I can put a plus sign.
minus y.
So I can put
Yeah,
back a plus.
plus. Yeah. And minus y squared by positive 2
Right.
or 2.
And that's the pink part, right?
Yes.
Great. Gonna take this one step at a time. So can you agree that I'm multiplying everything over there? Everything I'm multiplying over there.
Yes, sir.
Great. So first of all, let's look at 7 by 3. What's 7 by 3?
21.
Okay. Then we have x by y by x. So I have x by y by x. Be honest, does that confuse you a lot?
I want to make a guess and say that the x will be x squared and just the
Yes.
y. And
Yes.
you carry back the y.
That's correct. That's correct. That's indeed correct. All right. And then you're gonna have 7. So we're gonna multiply 7 by 2 there. What's 7 by 2?
14.
All right. So 7 by 2 is 14. I'm just gonna write back xy.
Okay.
That confuse you?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. And then we're going to look at minus y squared. So I'm going to put back the plus sign there, right? And in brackets, minus y squared by 3x. This one might give you a little bit of trouble. I want you to imagine minus y squared as minus 1y squared by 3x. What's negative 1 by 3?
-3.
All right, so I'm going to put negative 3, and y squared by x would just be xy squared.
Okay.
We typically put everything in alphabetical order. So notice I put in x first, because x's come first, then y,
Yeah. So
right? Now we're going to put back a plus sign, and we're going to work out this part. So what's negative y squared by 2?
-1 y square.
Now,
Nah.
so negative y squared is the same thing as negative 1y squared by 2. So what's negative 1 by 2?
-2
Right? So that's going to be negative 2 what?
y square.
Right. So this is going to turn to 21x squared y, right? Plus 14xy. Notice we have a positive by a negative term. So that's going to turn to what? What's our positive,
Negative.
right? So that's going to turn to negative 3xy squared. And we have a positive here by a negative again. So that's going to turn to negative 2y squared. Are you seeing any like terms? You have to be very careful with this response. Be very careful what we want to see. Remember, if it's like terms, any variables had to be exact. Like it had to be exact. Let's look at the variables we have, right? Let's check it out. So we have x squared y here, right?
Yes.
Is
Wait.
x squared y the same as xy?
Nah.
Nah. Is x squared y the same thing as xy squared?
Nah.
Is x squared y the same thing as y squared?
Nah.
So like if you notice, none of and we don't have any like terms there, so we just have to leave it like that. Right? And
Yes,
with
sir.
this is clearly a polynomial, right? Um, but that wouldn't be a trinomial because how much terms you have there,
4.
right? Um, and you would call that a quartic polynomial, right? There's a quartic polynomial in case you want some.
Okay.
Great. So you feel confident, a little more confident with expanding brackets now?
Yes, sir.
Great. So let's look at long division. Let's do a quick recap on long division. Right? So example one. How many times can 5 go into 27? Right? Part E, I want you to state the first thing I want you to say is state the quotient. So what is the quotient? And B, what is the remainder? All right, so you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to put, so when you're doing long division, you have four terms you would call it. You have the divisor, the quotient, dividend, and the remainder. Let me show you what all this
Yeah.
means. So if I want to solve this, I would say, here's a different color. I would say 5, right? And I'll put 27 here. Could 5 go into 2? So let me show you how this working, right? You are looking at you're looking at 5. And then you're looking at the first number. Could 5 go into 2?
No.
No. So we're gonna move on to the whole number now. Could 5 go into 27?
Yeah.
How much times?
5 times.
Right? Then you're gonna multiply this new number by the divisor. And 5 by 5 is
5 5 yeah, 5
mm-hmm. And then you're gonna subtract these two from each other. So what's 27 minus 25?
2.
Right? That'll be 2. Right. So let me just explain a couple of things going forward. Right. So we have 5 there, 27, 5, and then we have this thing over here. Right, so you need to know the names for each of those. So you see this term on top there? I would call this the quotient. This is referred to as a quotient.
Portion.
Right? You see this? I think you can figure out what's the name for that one. So that's what R.
Remainder.
Right? The remainder.
Uh,
Right? You need to know the name for this. This is actually the dividend.
Dividend. I guess
Right? And this one over here, this is referred to as the divisor. So let me know if you're feeling okay with long division. Yeah, no, maybe.
I think I did it. Alright.
Okay, cool. So the answer for part A was what? What was the quotient?
Quotient was 5.
The quotient was 5, right? The quotient was 5. And what was the remainder?
2.
2. Now this brings me on to another thing. Do you know what a factor is?
Factor is how much numbers can make up can make up to make a certain number.
Not quite. So let me just
Yeah.
move on to a random side quest. We're gonna move on to a random side quest. Let me see if I have any suitable stickers for this.
Like
Yeah. What is a factor? Right? What is a factor? Saitama, I want to know what is a factor. Let me see if we can figure that out for him. Right? Right. Okay, that's not exactly how I wanted it to go, but right. I can tell you like this new update real slow me down. I don't like when they do the app. Like, gosh, man. Why they had to do
like
this?
you're gonna do that too, and then like you get so accustomed using app and then just give it an update. You have to figure it all over again.
Yeah, like you know what they say, if it that broke, why if it don't fix it? Like if it not Like, were you fixing, if it working perfectly fine, wait how to fix, you understand? If something working fine, you don't need to, why are you making changes for? All right, it's always a factor. I'm gonna tell you that. A factor is a number that could go into another number without leaving a remainder.
I that was close. That was cool.
Yeah. Right? Cool. So you know what a factor is, right? So my question to you is, would you say that 5 is a factor of 27?
Nah, because it's leave a remainder.
Right. Question. You know what Saitama would I say? Like, Nani? Question. Right. Question. Is 5 a factor of 27? Right? The answer is obviously no because it has a remainder of 2. No. Great. Right? So, and something you need to know is if something is a factor, then the remainder would actually be equal to what? You make a guess. If it don't have a remainder, what do you think the remainder will be equal to?
Listen, so can you repeat, please?
If if a factor doesn't have a remainder, what would the remainder be equal to?
0.
Yeah. And you need to keep that in mind. That's very important as well. Right? So let's move on to the tough part. Let me like kind of throw you into the ocean a little bit, right? I think it's gonna get harder. Right?
Ugh.
Right? So harder example, right? As you suspected, it was not gonna stay that easy. It was not going to remain so easy. So let me give you an example of what we're talking about. So I'm gonna call this a question. It's gonna be question one, right? I feel like I can throw you into the ocean here.
Don't worry, sir. I know the swim. Don't worry.
All right. So divide 10x squared plus 11x plus 3 by 5x plus 3 and hence state the other factor. Now, I'm going to take a little side quest again, right? I need to elaborate something.
I was about to say it, man. Some deep water there.
Yeah. So a monomial would only have one factor, A binomial would have how much factors? How much factors you think it would have?
2,
A trinomial would have how much factors?
3.
Great, great. Happy to hear that you're following in that regard. Great. Right. Right. So my first question to you is, well, can I give you an oversimplification? But you will understand it nonetheless, right? This is an example of a quadratic. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, well, you're gonna run into some issues then. Well, this is a quadratic. A quadratic is anything that's any form ax squared plus bx plus c. So are you seeing x squared? You're seeing x, and you're not seeing any
3.
variables.
Nothing,
Right?
nothing, just 3.
This is a quadratic. That's a quadratic over there. Now, a quadratic could be written as a product of binomials, meaning that I could represent it as two factors. And if you're confused, notice we have x squared over here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have x squared over there. If I wanted to get back x squared, I would say what by what? What by
10x, like
no, just x squared. What by what would give me x squared?
x by x.
X by x, right? X by x. Great. X by x. Cool. I want you to, everything I say and just keep it in mind, right? So they want us to divide this quadratic by this linear factor over here. I'm gonna say some things that might lose you, but stay with me. Try to stay with me. Notice the power, the highest power of x over here is what? What's the highest power of x over here? What do you think? In case you're confused,
Um,
this is understood to be x to the power 1, and you're not seeing it, but this is understood to be x to the power 0. So what's the highest power of x over here?
x,
So
x
our
squared.
power, so 2, right? Because you have an x squared term
Yeah,
there.
2.
Right. Anytime you have something to the power 2, it's generally a quadratic. Over here, though,
Oh, okay.
the highest power of x is 1. Anytime that's the case, you would say it's a linear factor. It's a linear term. So what you're seeing over here, this is a quadratic expression. This is a quadratic expression, right? And this is a linear expression. But why? The reason why this is a quadratic is because you have x squared, and the reason why this is linear is because you have x to the power 1, which is just x. Cool. So they're telling us to divide that by that and hence state the other factor. So I'll let you see the previous example, and I want you to tell me in the question that I'm giving you, what do you think is going to be the divisor? So they want us to divide 10x squared plus 11x plus 3 by 5x plus 3. What do you think the divisor would be?
Mm,
And what do you think the dividend would be? If I tell you to divide, if I tell you to divide 27 by 5, can you tell me which one is the divisor? 27 or 5?
5,
5, which one is the dividend?
27.
Nice. So over here, which one is in this crazy example, which one is the divisor?
5x plus 3.
Right? And which one is the dividend?
10x squared plus 11 by
Plus 3, right?
plus 3. Yeah.
Great. We might need some more space. Okay, so you tell me how about I losing here, right? So I'm going to write 5x plus 3 here, right? And on the inside, I'm going to put what? You just tell me what to put. So tell me what to put there,
The 10x squared plus 11x plus 3.
right? 10x squared plus 11x plus 3. Great. So it's the exact same way I did this question. It's not really much tricks. It's more or less the same way. So let's observe how we did this question. Could 5 go into 2?
No.
No. So it have an invisible 0 over there, right? Okay,
Okay, yes, sir.
it could not go into 2. So then we ask, could 5 go into 27? Yeah. 5
Yeah,
times? Right. So
right.
then you took the quotient and you multiplied it by the divisor. And you get 5 by 5 is 25 and you put it over there. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just take this real quick and put it over here so you can kind of see a parallel. So let me show you how we're going to do this. Could 5x go into 10x squared?
No.
It could. It actually could.
Good?
Yeah. Let me
Okay.
ask you another question. What would I have to multiply by 5x to get 10x squared?
And
First things first, what by 5 would give me back 10?
2
Okay, so I could put 2 there. And what by x would give me back x squared?
and x.
X, right? So,
Yeah.
in other words, in other words, 5x could go into 10x squared 2x times. I could sense the confusion, like steaming off your body. All right, let me show you a simple example of something. How much time 5 would go into 15?
3.
3. And if I took 3 and I multiplied it by 5, what am I supposed to get?
15.
Great. Watch this.
Oh,
If I say 10x squared over 5x, 5 into 5 is 1, 5 into 10 is
2.
2. X squared is the same thing as x by x, and we have over x. What's going to happen there?
There'll be 2. Because you multiply.
Wait,
There'll
so
be, eh,
let me run. Let me run through this one more time. So, so if I have 10x squared all over 5x, I could write that as 10 multiplied by x multiplied by x all over 5x. Am I confusing you?
No.
So you understand that everything here is just multiplying everything there. So 10 by x squared. That confuse you? Very good.
Not good.
Okay. And do you understand that x squared is the same thing as x by x?
Yes, sir.
Great. So first things first, 5 into 5 is 1, 5 into 10 is
2.
right.
2.
We have x by x all over x. Is there anything that could potentially cancel off there?
One of the x will cancel out with one of the other ones on top. The
Right?
x will cancel with one.
Right. And so what's the final answer we end up with?
2x.
Right. So could 5x go into 10x squared?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could. It could. How much times?
2 times.
2x times.
2x times.
Watch. I know it looking all weird, but watch. It's the same thing. Avinash. How much times 5 going to 15?
3 times.
How much times 5x could go into 10x squared?
2 times x.
2x times. You understand that was the same
So,
thing?
yes, sir.
And if, okay, so over here, we multiplied 5 by 3 to get back 15, right?
15.
So over here now, I'm going to say 5x by 2x, and it's supposed to give me back what?
10x squared.
Right, let's see. 5 by 2 is
10
x by x is?
x squared for x by power 2.
Right. Does it work out?
Yes.
Nice. You okay?
Yeah, I got it down there.
Great. Taking my time because I really, really don't want you to get lost because we're just going to keep building on this. Right. So do you understand how we get 2x over here on top?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Cool. So the next thing you're going to do is, so let me just run through what we did so far. 5x into 10x squared is 2x. Great. In the simple example, once you found something on top, what did you do? So when we
Yeah,
found it, right, I
multiply.
multiplied this by this, and I put it over
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
and then I minus it.
Then you minus, yes.
Hmm. So let's check something out. I just now find for something on top. And just remember we call that the what? What's the name for that?
The the code pronounce it.
Yeah, you
I
say
can't
the
pronounce
quotient.
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 Right. So we're gonna take that, we're gonna multiply by everything over here. That's what we're gonna do. So what is 2x by 5x?
10x squared.
Right. What is 2x by positive 3?
5x.
Nah. I said
Nah.
multiplier. You're multiplying. 2x by positive 3.
Ah, 6x.
6 what? Right? And then just like when we did that, look at the simple example, you're going to minus. So then it's 10x squared minus 10x squared. What's 10x squared minus 10x squared?
0.
Right, 0, right? It's going to be 0. Next thing, and this has confused so much, Sharon. Oh, God, this will confuse me too. I'm not lying. Are you tempted to say 11x plus 6x is plus 17x? Be honest.
Nah, because it's take away.
It's take away, right? You gotta be very careful. So watch, it's negative here. So this is how a way to think about it. So you have negative on the outside and then you have positive 6x. What's negative by positive 6x?
Minus
Minus
the negative.
6x, right? Minus
Yeah.
6x. So I want you to think of this as positive 11x minus 6x. And what is 11x minus 6x?
Mm, negative.
Uh, 11 minus 6. What is 11
Oh,
minus 6?
5.
Right? So plus 5x. Mhm. Next
And
thing
then
you're going to do is you're going to bring down the,
3.
the remaining two. Right? You're going to bring down that. And the process repeats from here. So how much times 5x could go into 5x? Or another way you could think about it is what would you have to multiply by 5x to get back 5x?
1
Right. So that's, I'm going to put plus 1 over here. Because then I
plus
would have to
1.
multiply 5x by positive 1 to get back 5x.
Yes, sir.
And the process repeats again. So I'm going to multiply plus 1 by what?
5x.
What is plus 1 by 5x?
5x.
All right. What is positive 1? Wait, I don't want to tell you. You tell me what to do next. Plus 1 by what?
By plus 3.
What is plus 1 by plus 3?
3. Plus
Right.
positive 3.
And then we're going to do what here?
Take away.
What is positive 5x? Take away 5x.
0.
0. What is positive 3 minus positive 3?
0.
0. Great. So do you think, okay, I'm asking this first. Did we end up with any remainders?
Nah, no reminders.
Right. So no remainders. So we happy?
Yeah.
Nice. So let me just label a couple things, right? So this, wait, let's use the highlighter real quick. Tell me, what do I call that? The 5x plus 3? What's that?
The division, that's it.
Divisor. Mhm.
Divisor and
What do
divider.
what do I call that? The 10x squared plus 11x plus 3.
Divider. That's
Dividend
it. Dividend. Yeah, my bad. Dividend.
is all right. And what would I call 2x plus 1?
The quotient.
Yep. Excellent. So I'm going to call this the dividend. This is a divisor. And I would call this quotient.
Quotient.
Great. Now, anytime you get a remainder of 0, it means that the divisor is a what of the dividend? Is a what?
A factor.
Excellent. So would you say that 5x plus 3 is a factor of 10x squared plus 11x plus 3?
Yeah.
I would say so as well. Because we got a remainder of 0, right? Excellent. So just answer a side quest. So we could say that 5x plus 3 is a factor of
10x square. Or 10x square, yeah. By 11x or plus 11x plus 3.
right? And why?
Because the remainder is end up at 0.
Right, the remainder was 0, right? Right, and let me just show you something else. So in the question itself asked us to divide. We did the division, great, and hence state the other factor. Let me show you a property of division. Let's look at the same example, right? So Avinash, 5 into 15 is 3. You agree?
That's it?
Nice. And 5 is a factor of 15.
Yes.
It's a factor of 15, great. Would you say that 3 is also a factor of 15?
Um,
Could 3 go into 15?
yeah.
How much times?
Gosh, fun, that's it.
Okay.
Huh. Okay, sorry, well, that's it. Sorry. Okay.
Could 3 go into 15 as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could. You sure you understand that?
You know, I understand that, yeah.
Okay, let me try another example, right? What about 18 over 6? Now, let me do 18 over 9. Could 9 go into 18?
Yeah.
How much times?
One.
Nah,
Yeah, two times.
2 times, right? And could 2 go into 18?
Yeah.
How much times?
Uh, 6. No, not 6. 9.
9.
9.
Do
Nine,
you
nine.
notice a pattern over here? Look at this on this. Do you notice a pattern?
Yeah.
Let me see it, right? 18 over 9 is
2. And 2, well, and
into
18
8.
about 2 is 9.
Right. So you're definitely seeing something going on there, right? So let's put down our observation here. So generally speaking, I'll make a nice note about this, right? Give me a second. I'll make an because I think it's important. I'll also leave these little scribblings to the side. Maybe when you're looking back at the notes, it might make sense for you. Good to have these little side quests. Right. So let me just answer this question first and then I'll make a little note, right? So hence states the other factor. So Avinash, you saw that when I divided 9, wait, you saw that when I divided 18 by 9, I got 2.
Two.
And 2 could also go into 18.
Yeah.
So anytime you divide something by a factor, you get back another factor as well, right? So what do you think is the other factor for 10x squared plus 11x plus 3 over here?
2x plus 1.
Big up you. Nah, I'm proud of you. I'm genuinely proud of you. Like, I'm proud of you. Like, you see it. You see it. Nice. Feeling like a boss sense,
Yeah.
right? The other factor, and question, if I multiplied 2x plus 1 by 5x plus 3, what am I supposed to get?
Um, we get back the same thing. So it's
What?
say back.
Tell me what we get back. Yeah, tell me specifically. What would we get back?
Say back this.
Yeah, what would I get back if I multiplied 5x plus 3 by 2x plus 1?
Ah, the 10x square.
Right. Yes, 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 yes. So let me just take a deeper dive, right? Let's take a deeper dive. Let's take a, okay, so the most simplest example, right? Let's just say we had 9, 18, 9 into 1 is 0, 9 into 18 is 2, 2 by 9 is 18, right? You know, the 18 and the 18 will cancel off 0,
Zero.
right? So I would say that, so I can make the statement that 9 is a factor of,
18.
right? And could I say 2 is a factor of 18?
Yes.
Yeah, I could say that, right? 9 is a factor of 18, right? Could you just tell me what I got for the quotient? When I
Um,
what did I
two.
get for the quotient? Right?
Two.
The quotient was equal to 2. What was the remainder?
0.
And if I wanted to check if I'm correct, how could I do that? So proof. I would just say trust issues. Proof. If you wanted to see if you was correct, and you would just multiply 9 by 2 and see where you get back.
Yes.
Right. So if you are correct, so for a factor, wait a if if a divisor is a factor of the dividend, then product of of the divisor and quotient should be equal to what? So Avinash asking you if a divisor I should say if the divisor, right, right. So Avinash, I'm asking you, if the divisor, in this case, the divisor was what? Like in the simple example I given you. What was the divisor in the simple example I gave you?
9.
Right? So nine a factor of 18?
Yes.
Yeah. And what did we get for the remainder?
A 2. I mean 0. Sorry.
So zero. We get a remainder of zero. That proves that is a factor. And what did we
Yeah.
get for the quotient?
A 2.
I get two, right? Excellent. So if I multiply 9 and 2, what am I going to get back?
The 18.
Right. So finish my sentence here. If the divisor is a factor of the dividend, then the product of the divisor and quotient supposed to be equal to what?
18.
Right. But what's the name for 18?
The dividend.
Right. Right. And we could prove that over here, right? We could say, so the divisor here was 9. So 9 by the quotient was 2, and that would be equal to 18.
Mm.
And we also notice something. We also notice something else, right? And we also notice that 9 could go into 18 two times, and 2 could go into 18 nine times. And we also notice that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We also noticed, right? If if the divisor is a factor, then the quotient would also be a factor of the dividend. And could I prove this? Tell me if you're lost right now.
Nah.
Nah? So like in this question, just remind me, what was the divisor? Like the example. What was the divisor? Any example?
9.
9. And 9 could I go into what?
18.
So I'm saying here, if the divisor is a factor, all right, 9 was a factor, then quotient was 2, would also be a factor of the dividend. And we could prove this, right? And this is the proof here. Proof. So if I wanted to figure out what so I'll just check in something, right? So 18 over 2, could 2 go into 18?
Yeah.
Right? 9 times. So I think this is all of the patterns we saw. We saw that if the divisor 9 is a factor of the dividend, then the product of the divisor and quotient should give us back the dividend. So 9 by 2 should give us back 18. Nice. If the divisor is a factor, then the quotient would also be a factor of the dividend. So we saw this. So in other words, 2 would also be a factor of 18, right? So you feel like you understand this thing like a lot better now.
Yes, sir. Well better.
Nice. And the main thing is I understand why these things work and the concept, right? So you can see here that I'm going to replace 9 with 2. So I can say 2 is a factor of 18. And what would the quotient in this case be?
9.
Right? And the remainder will still be 0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So if we look at the harder example, right? Let's look at the harder example and let's see if we can apply these trends we noticed in this hard example. Let's see what will happen. Wonder if I could don't know if I will have enough space. People that didn't come to the real miss out boy.
That them. I have one.
Yeah. Glad to hear you had fun. See, like math's not as bad as it seems. Not as bad as it seems. So we're going to apply what we just learned to this example over here. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do, right? So let's do that. So in this example, wait, let me just send this to the back. Right. So in this example, what did we get as the quotient?
2x plus 1.
Right. And the divisor was 5x plus 3.
Yeah.
Let's see if the first trend we notice holds. It says, if the divisor is a factor of the dividend, then the product of the divisor and quotient should be equal to the dividend. Let's see if that's the case, right? So we're going to test the first trend we noticed, right? So testing the trends. Testing. Testing the trends. Right, so we have trend, I'm going to call this trend number 1, and this is trend number 2, right? So let's test trend number 1 and see what happens. So trend number 1 says that if you multiply the divisor and the quotient, you should get back to the original thing, which is the dividend. Let's see if that's the case. And I just showed you how to multiply, so it shouldn't be a problem. So we're going to multiply the divisor by the quotient. What's the divisor?
5x plus 3.
Right? What is the quotient?
2x plus 1.
Right? 2x plus 1. And according to the trend we noticed, when we multiply that, we're supposed to get what?
The 10x squared plus 11x plus 3.
We see if that will happen now. So let me see if we can do this without the help. Like without the help of the arrows and things. So there we go. So tell me, what's the first thing I should multiply?
2x by, 5x by 2x.
What's 5x by 2x?
10x squared.
Right? What next?
Then the 5x by 1, which is either, well, what's this 5x?
There's this 5x here.
5x.
Right? Trust in the maths. Trust in the maths. Don't just jump straight to the answer. Trust in the maths. The answer will come. What next?
Then the 3 by 2x,
Which
which
is
is 6x.
6. Right? And then 3 by 1.
3.
So I'm gonna write. You tell me what to write me next line.
You're right. 10x squared
Right? Uh-huh.
plus.
So Avinash, let me say it was our player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. I the top team for that class. Way boy.
No, 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 play, don't worry.
Imagine you
Go
have
on.
5 x's and then they get 6 more x's. How much x's you have?
Oh, 11.
Right. So that's going to be plus 11x. Right? right? Plus what?
Plus C3.
Right. Does everything work out?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we can see here that the divisor multiplied by the what?
Like quotient
Equals to the
equals to the div dividend.
right. And if we want to test the other trend, we can do that. So the other trend would be, look at this, right? The other trend basically proves that, check this, right? So 18 into 9 is 2, right? 18
Yes,
into
sir.
2 is 9. That's basically what it proves. See that?
Yes, sir.
Right. So watch this. 10x squared plus 11x plus 3 all over 5x plus 3 is equal to what?
Equal to the 2x plus 1.
Right. So what do you think 10x squared plus 11x plus 3 all over 2x plus 1 supposed to be equal to?
5x plus 3.
Right. And you're equipped with everything to figure that out. So let me run that fast and see what happens. So that's what the other trend would prove, right? Right. So 10x squared plus 11x and that'll be equal to 2x plus 1.
Yes, sir.
And we're trying to prove that that same thing, right? So all over 2x plus 1, which is supposed to be equal to what?
The 5x plus 3.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to prove, right? We're trying to see if what we discover, makes sense. Trying to discover. So let's see. So how would I do that? Well, again, you have to do polynomial long division, right? So you're going to say, so the working for that are going to be over here. So 2x plus 1, I'm going to say 2x plus 1, right? And inside, what am I going to put? What's the dividend?
The 10x square by add 11x plus 3.
Right. So again, I'm not sure if you remember the procedure, but we're going to look at the first term here, which is 2x. And
2x,
what would I have to multiply by 2x to get 10x squared?
5x,
5 what? All right. Then we're going to multiply that by 2x plus 1. What's 5x by 2x?
5x by 2x is the 10x square.
Right. 10x squared. What's 5x by positive 1?
5x,
Right. Great. Then you're going to minus. What is 10x squared minus 10x squared?
0,
What is 11x minus plus 5x?
6x.
Right. You're doing great. We're going to do that plus 3 over here.
Bring them down.
Bring them down. It's going to be plus 3, right? Yeah. Um, 2x into 6x's. In other words, what by 2x is 6x? Where, so what by 2x is 6x?
Well, no,
Now take your time. So we have 2x. What by 2x is 6x.
2.
Now 2 by 2 is 4. That'll be 4x. That wouldn't
No,
give us back 6x.
ah, 3
Right, plus 3. What is
plus
3
3.
by 2x?
3 by 2x is 6.
Right, 6x. And then you're going to multiply 3 by what?
3 by plus 1.
Right, where's 3 by plus 1?
3.
Okay, now we're going to minus. What is 6x minus 6x?
0.
What is 3 minus 3?
0.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is correct. Right? So therefore, saying this is perfectly fine. You could say this. This is correct. Right? And the last thing I'm gonna do, right, to end off class, I might confuse you. Actually, no, it wouldn't confuse you because I already show you how it does work, right? And you understood this.
Yes, sir.
Right. So essentially, we could write this quadratic as a product of these two linear factors. Remember, I told you that x squared, anytime I see x squared, I'm taking quadratic, right?
Yes, sir.
Anytime I see x by itself, that just means x to the power 1. That's a linear term. So by doing polynomial long division, you can actually factorize. And Avinash, I'm gonna blow your mind, right? Everything gonna come together here. 5x plus 3 is a factor of,
Um, 10.
I said that again.
10.
Now you can do it. Like you see somebody join there and they get kind of nervous. So
Huh? No, no, no.
don't worry, don't worry. That's just my partner who joined there. Yeah. He's like the co-host. Don't bother about it. Right? He was doing perfectly fine and he was getting everything correct. So don't let somebody be in here tired. It was going very good. So remind me, Avinash, 5x plus 3, could it go into 10x squared plus 11x plus 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 5x plus 3 is a what of 10x squared plus 11x plus 3,
A factor.
right? So 5x plus 3 is a factor, and 2x plus 1 is also a
Factor.
right. So both of these are
Factors.
right. So you call that factorization. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So factorization is when you write, um, when you express a expression as a product of its factors. And that's what we're doing here. And 5x plus 3 and 2x plus 1 are factors of 10x squared plus 11x plus 3.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we just factorize a quadratic. So that's the main reason why you would use polynomial long division to get the other factors. Right?
Ah,
Yeah. So because watch, let me run that back one more time. Enter the start. They gave us one factor, 5x plus 3.
yes, sir.
And when we divided 5x plus 3 by this, what was the other factor we get?
2x plus 1.
Excellent. So the whole purpose of polynomial long division is to get the other factors. So next class, we are going to step things up a notch. We'll be dividing cubic equations, cubic expressions, and things might get a little more difficult, right? But you understood every single thing.
Yes, sir. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
That my plate fall down. Hope it didn't break.
Oh shucks, otherwise it licks in ya.
Won't have plate up. What am I father plate up break?
Oh, when the plate break, they go pelt it down when the brake plate. Oh, well, thank you for coming to class today. Let me just get you a homework question, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? Homework. Also, you must spread the word of math vibes. I'm trying to get the class to at least 10 people, right? Trying to get the class to at least 10 people. Right now, like, I don't know why it's so hard to get students for maths. But
Uh,
you go spread
right,
the
right now, one of my friend, well, he have a device right now, so he was looking for the classes, and I told him about you. He said when you get back a device,
I will. Well, big up you. I appreciate it.
he said when you get back a device, he'll try to see.
Right? I appreciate it. Yeah. Right. So this question is for you. Given that, I'm gonna change it up and make it a little harder. Right? Given that x minus 3 is a linear factor, right? Is a linear factor of f of x, and f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3x minus 9. Compute the other linear factor, right? And part two, express f of x as a product.
Sometime.
You good?
Yes, sir. The beta break. I was just checking on it.
It break or it didn't break?
The beta break, good, we good.
Okay, cool. So this is homework. I'll wait to read it before you leave, and let me hear what you're reading. Let me see if you like scale. I tried to make it sound a little hard, but it's really not that hard. It's the same thing we did today. So read the question and see if you think you could solve it.
Given that x minus 3 is a linear factor of fx equal 2x squared minus 3x minus 9, compute the other linear factor.
Nice. So do you think you know how to handle that question?
Yes, sir.
Right. You gotta do what?
Long division. Long
Long
division.
division. Great. And the what? Okay, what would tell you what the other factor is? The divisor, quotient, dividend. Which one?
Um, the quotient when you
Excellent.
get
Quotient. Nice. And part two now.
express fx as a product of linear factors.
Great. You think you know how to do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so and when you do polynomial long division.
Yeah,
Okay, and anytime you have a factor and you divide and you just get a other factor.
yes, sir.
And we saw that in this example, like, okay, when we divided 5x plus, when we divided 10x squared plus whatever by 5x plus 3, what did we get?
The 2x plus 1.
Right. And 5x plus 3 and 2x plus 1 are in both of them fact 10x squared plus whatever.
Yes, sir.
So, and we can write 10x squared plus 11x plus 3 like this instead.
Yeah.
And this is a product of linear factors. So that's what they way to write. They way to write this. So they
Okay.
way to write one factor by the other factor, and that'll be equal to f of x. That's simply it. So yeah, that's the homework. So best of luck. You've got it. You've got this. Right?
Yeah.
I will see
Yes.
you next week for maths class.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Have a good evening. Later.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. Devon, I will see you later tonight in the pure maths class.
Why not?
Yeah, I got in this class
Like
now.
what time?
That is 7 o'clock.
Alright,
Yeah, bro. Later.
alright.